Hey guys, welcome to my first video on Patreon. I'm so excited to have you here. And today we're going to talk about sculpting, and I'm very excited to start this journey with you. So let's get straight into it. So now we are going to go into our first video just learning how to start sculpting, which is the first step in our 3D making. As you guys know, you're going to open Blender. The first thing that you're going to see is a cube. From there, I'm gonna go into files and I'm gonna open a new file. Don't save. And then I'm gonna go to our Patreon template file. If you haven't purchased yet, I would highly recommend. If you don't want to purchase, because obviously it's there's a price. If you don't want to purchase right now, you can totally get the free base mesh that I'm gonna send it to you guys. It's a free base mesh. The only difference is there's no blinking animation um, pre-made, and you are not gonna have my settings on the app on Blender right away. Okay, but here it is. This is the template file, and you're gonna click on the base mesh, and then from object mode right here, you're gonna go to scope mode. And here you go. Here you can start sculpting. So I usually go first for the grab tool. The grab tool you can pull, you can push, um, and I like to enable the X symmetry on the X axis. Um, and then I'm just gonna go over some of the main tools that I use. Grab is one of them, and then you have inflate, which is gonna inflate the area, and you can do that either for a positive inflate or a negative inflate, um, which is very useful to create bone-looking structure, cheeks, to create crevices, eye bags, all of that. Um, Here you have draw. Draw is also a very useful tool. It kind of looks like inflate, but it's really not, because draw has a little bit more of a um, linear and specific um, what you might call it. It has a more specific line structure to it, and inflate is more of a round structure. Also, the other reason why I really like to use draw is because this tool is well later on when you have multiple layers of resolution, you can go ahead and create a texture, right? You're gonna create a texture, and right here on materials, you're gonna choose, sorry, not materials, on textures, you're gonna open, and you can choose a texture. For example, those are the textures that I'm selling to you guys on Patreon too. And I'm just gonna choose whatever texture. And this you can use to sculpt skin textures, okay? So I usually use the tool draw to sculpt the skin textures. Once you have those textures maps that you can purchase on my Patreon. Um, this is not going to work here right now though, because this is a low resolution. For you to see the real effect of it, you're going to go into modifiers. You're going to add a modifier. You're going to go to generate multi-resolution. Okay, now you have a multi-resolution mesh. What that means is that you're increasing the resolution so you can see more details. So when you subdivide, I want to say probably about like the to 4, you're going to be able to see the pores. So if I go here to stroke, and I like to use anchored for that because I'm going to show you guys how anchored works. And instead of title, you go to view plane here on texture. So what anchored does is you can create this um, stroke where you can rotate and you can choose the size for each stroke. And obviously this is just too harsh. What I would normally use is somewhere between like zero point 0.05 and 0.20, depending on the texture that you're using. But here you can see a little bit better the effect of what a skin texture would look like. Okay. Um, but this is more on a deeper level. Okay. First, we're gonna concentrate on here, as you can see, 0 and number 1. Number 0 and 1 for your primary and secondary forms. And this is really what I want to focus on when you're creating a realistic character, because pores, they are a detail, but the secret to really get to the realism is going to be on level 0 and 1. Okay, and then that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys how to get into the sculpt mode and then start sculpting from there. You're gonna be able to see how I sculpt on my time-lapse videos, which is also available to you guys, subscribers of my Patreon. Okay, if you have any questions, you already know you can reach out to me on the Discord group. And I'll be also doing exclusive live with you guys so you guys can see me sculpting in real time. If you have any video requests, also let me know, because that'll be very helpful so I know what you guys need. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for subscribing to my Patreon, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.